You look good though. You're feeling.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Not feeling good.
Go ahead and get started. So welcome everybody to the Rotary Club of Florence. If you don't know me, I'm Julie Pyle. I'm the president of the club. And it's great to see a big crowd. We have new faces. We have some returning faces. So welcome everyone. I believe.
We got it. Will everybody bow their heads? Say a little prayer here. Bless us, O Lord, these thy gifts which we bound to receive without Christ, O Lord. Amen. And pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And before we test the things we think, say, or do first. This is the truth. Second, is fair and all concerned. Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial for all concerned? Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, and then we've got.
Sean's not here.
And Sean's gone, so I'm filling in. First of all, for some guests, we have Jen Fennell. I met her out there. Where is Jen? Jen, you want to say anything about what you do? Or?
Sure. So I'm Jen Fennell. I'm with KB National. We are a commercial and residential title and escrow service. I work around the tri-state area, but we are licensed to close everywhere in the U.S.
Welcome. We're glad to have you. Amy Frommeyer is the wife of our speaker today. Is that correct? Welcome. We're glad to have you. Marie Shinkle. Marie, you want to give us a little scoop on what you're up to?
I'm Marie Shinkle. About a year and a half ago, I retired from Campbell County Fiscal Court as the finance director and treasurer, and I'm going to do a part-time job working with children. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, good.
After being off for a while, so I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you. And then Chris Pavese. How is it? Pavese. Chris Pavese. You want to tell us a little about your background?
Sure. Chris Pavese, electrical engineer, retired from Duke Energy September of last year, and I'm currently running for the House of Representatives, Kentucky 60th District, so Union up through Southern Florence. Glad to be with you.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Sports roundup. What is it now? It's only 2.5 weeks to spring training. I'm telling you all, be cautiously optimistic. This is going to be a good year. You got to see some teases last year with these guys being brought up. Most of the so-called experts, national forecasters will tell you the Reds, they say if it's a stock, buy it, because, and they're still going to be young. They're still going to be 22, 23. They're going to have but they have accumulated a lot of really good players that over the next 2, 3, 4 years will be reflective in their win-loss. So we got a lot of good things to look forward there. Bengals got the draft. They're analyzing talent net. So Bengals will be, you got Joe Burrow totally healed. They'll be back without question. Local colleges, we had a kind of a mixed bag. I know UK lost Tennessee at home. UC beat Texas Tech on the road, which was big for them because they were 15th ranked in the country, undefeated for 2 years at home. So that was big. Xavier won. Northern lost yesterday. And Louisville won for money. Louisville beat Florida State, so that was good. So sunshine and blue skies. Some of the guys are winning. Good day.
Thank you, Dennis. Don't forget, if we have a member we haven't seen for a while, or if they're going through something, or if they've had a death in the family, we have a box up here of greeting cards. Pick one out, write their name on it, let's pass it around and let them know we're thinking of them. There are stamps here too, which Dennis reminded me. Philanthropic Heights, the second Wednesday of the month, so it'll be next Wednesday. It's a great time to connect with people, with Rotary arranged from across the region last week. We've actually had a gentleman down from Sydney, Ohio, and join us. So it's cool to share different ideas, what people are doing, get that communication going between all the folks in Northern Kentucky. Okay, the dates, clay shoot, I think is June 1st, is that correct?
Yep.
Which is also the same as the district foundation dinner. We have the basketball game at NKU, and I think there might be a chance we see him break the record.
Yeah.
This weekend. I think he only scored 20 points the other night, so he needed 6. Yeah, so,
Hey, I got one announcement.
Okay.
Monty Taylor is now back as a full-time member, is that correct?
All right.
Yes.
there we go.
That's a great district.
Wait, his dues check has cleared the
Yeah,
bank.
yeah, we wait. We wait for the check. So hopefully you'll be able to join us this weekend at the game on Saturday. We anticipate the arrangement. Discounted tickets for us as Rotarians, and we've opened it up to all the clubs around Kentucky. There's flyers on your table. Feel free to take them, put them up at work. Don't have to be Rotarian to join us. Do ask anybody who comes, please wear your red ribbon so people know who we are. So the QR code should work if you know one out. District save the date, the foundation dinner, that'll be at 6 different sites. And then also the district conference is Saturday, May 8th. And then Don, something we're adding in here too.
Yeah, February 20th, we kind of started doing a routine of having a trip to Frankfurt every year. So this year it's going to be February 20th. The club's going to go down, see the Capitol, watch the Senate in session, House of Representatives in session. Chris, come on with us. You can pick out your desk.
Thank you for the support.
But I'll have a flyer out next week so we can kind of, at that point, start to figure out who's going and how to get down there as far as rides and things. So if you have any ideas, just let me know.
Great. Thank you, Don. If anybody wants to go really early on that Tuesday, the education committee AM, so I will be going down really early, so any early birds that want to ride with me, just let me know. I want to get Jim in here real quick on the Super Bowl thing before I forget.
Well, Julie asked you what are you shelter box? Is everybody familiar with shelter box? We haven't really talked about it in our club for the past 8 years or so. But John Sayers was championing that before he left us, and we've been asked by the district to raise $1,000 for shelter box. And we've done this a couple of times with our raffles as we come in. We're trying to do one last one to push us over the $1,000 goal by buying squares for the Super Bowl. It's going to be split the pot more or less. $5 a square. If your square is picked at the end of each quarter, obviously at the end of the game, you'll split it with our club. So, and we're trying to raise $1,000. So you help, we appreciate it.
A lot of
$5
the
a square.
shelter boxes are in Ukraine, right?
I'm not sure where they are
I
right
think
now.
they
It's
are.
wherever they need them, and we're always right there.
I believe Ukraine is.
Yep. There's Ukraine and then, I think the last.
Yeah.
Hurricane. We're also doing another thing that are modular homes that are similar to shelter boxes, but they're more permanent. And then once an area gets rebuilt, then they move the modular homes around. So the shelter box, it's a great thing for the disaster relief areas to help people get back on their feet. Teacher of the Year nominations are open Friday, March 1st. Scholarship applications are open until Friday, March 15th. Graduation presentation and senior exit interview time of year. I still have only heard from Cooper, but I did get something from Boone County High School. We're looking for members for business advisory council. So next week, I'll fill that out and also have the handouts for that. Kristen Morda is the teacher. Anybody have happy dogs? No.
I have one.
Awesome.
Thanks to Jim, my 32-year-old son will be moving out of my basement real soon. Thank you, Jim.
Yay!
That's the best job. Move on.
I'm gonna happy dollar. Last Wednesday, I had 3 stents put in the arteries around my heart. And the reason I'm happy about that is they told me originally that they thought I would need a triple bypass. So, this was a lot easier.
Wow.
Great.
So I'm going to turn it over to Marcus to introduce our guest.
Gives me great pleasure to introduce our guest. I'm sort of a creator when it comes to the internet and stuff like that, artificial intelligence and stuff. But when I saw what our guest speaker had done, and he came to our Methodist men's group a while back, displayed some of what he did, I really got excited about it because this is the true creation of our creation. He had been creating his art for the last 25 years, developing his style and technique, coming to the attention of the Northern Kentucky art community. His works have been exhibited in Carnegie Visual and Performance Arts Center, known as the Carnegie, and the Baker Hunt Art and Cultural Center, as well as receiving numerous awards, including the Duveneck Memorial Art Show Amos Shinkle Award. We bring a number of his airplanes, a number of his resources. He's an exciting gentleman. He loves doing this stuff. I asked him earlier today, can you count the hours it would take to do all this? He just shook his head and said, I wouldn't tell you because my wife wouldn't like to. Mark Frommeyer.
Like you said, I'm Mark Frommeyer. Thank you for having me here. I'd like to start this end. All these airplanes work kind of. If you move the joystick, the ailerons will work. The flaps in the back will work, and the paddles will work. The rudders. This is the black. They call it the Blackbird Amazing Triplane. That was an English plane and shot it to a pound ball, and it had a weird opening. You can only shoot one at a time. So, and I have little cards that have like front, top, and side view of everything, and some information. This was the Fokker DR1. It was Red Baron plane. The second one, actually. It was designed by a guy named Heinrich, and this is Heinrich. He's got brain and eyes, and lungs and a heart, and a liver and stomach, and bladder, kidneys, maybe kidney beans, and reproductive. This was a Dutch German plane. This was a French plane. It was made by a guy named Duveneck. His father was really famous back then. He would design buildings and funny things good things like that, bridges. And so when this guy came along, it was kind of a big celebration kind of thing. They were expecting so many great things, and this was his first plane. He picked the biggest band's engine there was. It was the Hispania Smiths, and he used a pusher design. And it was this was another cannon. I forget how big it was. It had a radiator on both sides of it. And he only had one control, just side to side. And some people were quite crazy about that. And he had his best friend when his plane took off for the very first time. Flipped over and killed his best friend. That's the same. Sorry about it. This is a Nia 416, it's a French plane. It seemed like the French always had the best designs. The English, they had the most different designs. And so this was the Nia 416, and for all the reasons that in terms of propeller, you can see the piston pop out. You all come up and look at these. And this was what they called the Nia-4 triplane. And like all the rest of the things, everything works. And there was only 3 of them made, one from the French Army, one from the French Navy, and this one. And this was another French plane. It was designed by the French, but it was made in Russia. That's what the big deal about this was. It was one of the first to put the gunner out front, the operator back here. This is the one I'm currently working on. Don't have an engine yet. But everything works on it. Kind of hard to get to. This is a Bristol. That was a 1917 Bristol Scout. This is the broomstick of Sweet Peter Witch. This is pre-Harry Potter stuff. They had dual propulsion Bristles and wings. You see these buzzards, how they float around in there and they kind of talk their wings back and forth. You might be seeing this. And steering. And a crystal ball, rain fingertips, we need to look something. And this one won the Amos Shinkle. I have jigs and stuff that I used to make position parts to before I solder them into place. That's what that is. You can all look at that. This is what I'm making from. This is a tubing spreader. It flanges the end to keep things together. I left this originally had a cape on it. It was a superhero. It had the enlarged head white right there, but the cape looked stupid, so it just turned him into a policeman. This is a 3-speed transmission. This is the clutch and the shoe. The clutch here. Got it back here, the first gear. Second gear. Third gear. And then reverse. Remember the Rat Patrol? That's kind of what this is. Like, this, by the way, is the tricycle. I made everything what the tricycle involved. And this is a 1/17 scale of it's a 50 caliber machine gun. This was a like 1/17 scale of a Tommy gun. And if he wrecks or crashes, he can always grab his gun and go hide in the bushes or something. This one here, I think it was a police tricycle at one time. It has that telltale headlights and stuff. But the hippies got a hold of it. High rises on it. And pedals that are shaped like feet. That was kind of popular a few years ago. This is my favorite one. It's all the working parts. And it's a five cylinder, and the pistons pop out of there. This is a backhoe, and not all the parts are close. It has a guitar string that goes down and around. One end's here and operates it this way. One end's here and makes the bucket turn this way. It has a crowd control and lift. It works. And the seat turns all the way, so you can operate it. It has outriggers, pedals to turn this. Operating. This one, I made a poem about. Sorry for the nervous. In this circus provided for you, a tragic and wonderful story, quite true. Join me now for this fascination, this freak of nature, an abomination. Enough about me. So without further ado, there's someone here to introduce you to. Okay. Before you obsess, open your mind for Ruby and the Princess. Okay. Conjoined at the waist, as some twins describe, in some aspect are truly alive. The Princess Divine in her innocuous presence has features deluxe and a love so precious, delightful and pleasant, and ever so charming, with a smile or a glance, cordial disarming, with ape hangers and banana seat, sissy bar around, and a 12-spoke wheel that doesn't even touch the ground. Reflectors and jewels that scream royalty, but nobody is who they seem to be. And Ruby, poor Ruby, a challenging fight. Except for her sister, she's alone every night. Malfeasance of boars and acute infestation, a subsequent result of curtailed gestation. Her hunchback provides grotesque profile, makes her self-conscious, a sight to revile. Her main wheel, it seems, the subject of jokes. How does one get an odd number of spokes? 4 on one side, 5 on the other. Do you count your baby's digits when you're a new mother? 1 in 1,000 are the odds they put that a new baby born will have a cleft foot. Such is the case for her pedal discord to remedy the problem of prosthetic skateboard. She keeps her wheel turned and never looks back, just to go straight on a very straight track. The Princess has diamonds, but Ruby's is green. Whoever named her must have been mean. Conclusion: life is not fair. Some have it worse. Some folks are poor, some a fat purse. Some are pretty, and some are not. Some are quite smart, but sadly forgotten. There's heroes and zeros, and the good and the bad. Just follow your heart for the best life to be had. May the only stains you can't erase be from tears of joy on your face. God bless you.
Can we ask you some questions?
Yeah.
How in the world did you ever get interested in this?
My wife bought me a book. Supposedly all the fighters in the world, and it had insects for most of them. And I could take it to a Xerox machine and enlarge it, and then put dimensions on it. You know, if I had one dimension like the wingspan, then they only have that. I could do the math, and figure out how do it, and dimension it, and make working drawings.
What is your educational background?
I saw college. I graduated from vocational school. I did contract engineering all my life. Some of the things I've done, the Milford bypass was mine. I designed that. Didn't do any bridges or overpasses or anything like that. But the construction drawings, cut and fill, and all that, I did that. And I've designed sewage treatment plants for a long time. Anything down to the size of a gas station up to maybe 2 million gallons a day. And I've worked for a General Electric 9 times or one of their contractors. Done a lot of things.
How long did it take you to do an average?
About a year. This plane right here, I costed that there. I figured out all the materials and that cost $96.
How many hours?
It'd be tough to say, I don't know. Don't work on them every day, or didn't. You know. But I usually make them out of brass, but I have a lot of copper.
So have you done this all along on your life, or just as a retirement thing, or what?
Since about 1999, around. Since we moved over to Independence, I got my place in the basement there.
What's neat about this is these are all the 112
Yeah, they're 112 scale.
scale. They're all the scale.
Wow.
Now think about it, Sean, and all the little things work. And they all work. Crazy.
Have you ever had any outside requests to do a certain?
I did. I made one female version of this. It had the hearts and the lungs, but it was.
You better hope they don't get together.
Well. So, yeah, that was the only thing. It was a request, and I made it. Got $100 for it.
He just hates to sell them because he just likes. Thank you very much for everything.
Thank you very much.
Wait, Mark,
Yeah, that's right.
so now I kind of understand this book because what I appreciate about you, Mark, is your curiosity and your creativeness. And so when Mark filled out the form, for Curious Storage is one of the books. And so curiosity. So this book is being donated to a school library, and inside is a little tag. Thank
you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. It's actually my son's favorite books are Curious Storage books, so I appreciated this one too. So thank you so much. We have some extra time, so as soon as we wrap up here, you can come up and ask more questions and check out these incredible pieces of art. So next week we have speakers from an organization called Carnival. And the reason that we have them is if you read, I think it's in the December Rotary International magazine, they were highlighted in it. So the Cincinnati organization, so I reached out to them and said, hey, we're a Rotary Club, would you come over and tell us what you're doing? So that's who's joining us next week. So everybody have a great week and come up and check the
for the whole season already have.
Thank you.